In this video, we will discuss two features called gift summary and export gift data. They are really extensions of gift segment and greatly enhance its capabilities, so both require that you start with a gift segment. First, we'll start with the gift summary. We'll use an example of a real-life situation to explain how it works. Let's say that you want a report that shows how much was donated by donors who gave to your building fund campaign. You don't want to see all of their gifts, you only want to see how much each donor gave in total. In other words, a summary. You'll start by creating a gift segment that has two filters, the appeal code and the date range. That segment will give you all of the gifts given to that appeal code in that date range. And of course, we could expand those filters to include all of the filters or any of the filters available in gift segment. For example, we could confine the report further to just hard credits or any of the other characteristics found there in the gift segment. Now to summarize them. For that, we'll click on the reports button here on the left. Then gifts, and finally gift summary. First, you'll give the report a title. And next, we'll choose an output type. There's several options here, but most of the time you will use either printed gift summary report or Excel. We'll talk more about Excel in a few minutes. For now, we'll choose the printed option, which will create a PDF file that will go into your inbox. Now let's skip down to the gift segment field. Here you'll select the gift segment that you created earlier. It gives you all of the gifts to that appeal code in that date range. The gift segment is a required field. It provides the pool of gifts that we'll work with. Now we'll move to summary level 1. I'll click the drop down there and choose donor name. Now we can run the report by clicking the Run Gift Summary Report link over on the right. Denari will first then run the gift segment and find the gifts given to that appeal code. Then it will summarize them by donor so that you'll see donor number 1 and how much was given, donor 2 and how much they gave, etc. And instead of showing each gift, it will summarize them into one number. Let's look at the drop down again. We could summarize by any of these options. For example, let's choose gift month. Now Denari will rearrange the gifts by the gift segment by month. So instead of donor names, you would see January and how much was given to that appeal code, February and how much was given, etc. You can summarize by any of the categories in the drop down field. Now let's select donor state. And in summary level 2, we'll select donor name. Now you'll get a printed report showing things like Florida, and then beneath that a list of the donors from Florida and how much each of them gave. Then Ohio, a list of donors from that state, etc. Summary level 2 is optional, but you can see the possibilities you have here for analyzing your data. The name segment field is optional. It allows you to bring in the name filters from that segment. So to expand our example, let's say that we want to see the gifts given by major donors, and you define major donors as anyone who's given more than $5,000 in the last year. You could create a name segment that will find that list of names and select it here. Now, when Denari runs the gift summary, it will run the gift segment to find the gifts given to the appeal code and then run the name segment to find the major donors and put them together so that your report only shows the major donors and how much each gave to the appeal. As I said earlier, the printed output option and Excel are the two most used. There is one thing to consider with Excel when using summary level 2. In the printed report, as described earlier, Denari will put the summary level 1 value first, then the summary level 2 values below. Makes it easy to read. The spreadsheet, however, has each record on its own row. So summary level 1 and 2 are both in the same row, which makes it a little harder to read or understand. So most of the time, when you use Summary Level 2, the printed output is the best option. Gift Summary is a powerful tool for looking at your data. Now let's look at Export Gift Data. Again, we'll click on the Reports button on the left, then Gifts, and Export Gift Data. The difference between Gift Summary and Export Gift Data is that this gives you a list of gifts rather than a summary. So we could use the same gift segment that we created in our earlier example. So why not just output the gifts directly from the gift segment? It will also give you a list of gifts. The answer is the name segment field here. It allows us to bring in the name segment filters. So again, we might want to find the gifts given by the major donors to our building fund appeal, but this time we want to see each gift, not a summary. We can select the gift segment, select the name segment, and then select our output, which is usually Excel. Then we click on Export Data on the right, and we'll get our spreadsheet showing us all the gifts that the major donors made to that appeal code. We can also choose an output order here. In fact, one is required. We could order them by donor name, for example, which would simply put all the donors number one's gifts together, then number two's gifts, etc. in the spreadsheet. Output orders 2 and 3 will provide an order inside the first order. So we might see donor number one's gifts, and then those set of gifts are ordered by date, for example. But of course, you can also rearrange the gifts once you get them into Excel also. Both Gift Summary and Export Gift Data provide you with extended tools based on a gift segment. If you have any questions, please contact tech support through the help button at the top of the page.